Oh, man. There we go. Good morning. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the right accounts set up on this VPS. Let me go ahead and stop this. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. We will have class here in a little while. Right now, my youngest is getting ready for school. So I wanted to touch base real quick on AUD/USD. As you guys can see, I drew that blue line yesterday and kind of price is performing exactly like we wanted it to do. So I got a few messages, for instance, from Austin saying, is it too late? Well, first off, I can't, looks open, not private. Thank you, Chris. I'll fix that. YouTube keeps being interesting. So either way, we do have a new trade. AUD/USD performed exactly like we wanted it to take. We can expect a pullback to kind of retest this 4-hour support before it potentially goes up. But either way, we definitely got our pips out of this, and I'm not quite sure exactly. Let me measure on another one. How many pips we are. Let me measure from my other account. Okay. So that's up approximately 70 pips from where we originally were looking at this. Either way, if you've got your 55, you can definitely lock in some of that. You can trim some of that, and you also have the option to let it run. We anticipate this to continue going up. We are making higher highs, but this also could be completing, the fifth, formation of that, whatever Elliott wave. So having said that, this is AUD/USD. If we real quick go to Euro JPY, we're also still holding that, and I'll kind of drag and drop that. We are kind of having wicks to the upside, so we lost a lot of momentum. We're not getting huge amounts of candles. We're not getting huge pushes. Now we are up on this trade. I'll kind of try to find out exactly how much. Let me go to my other account real quick. My live account. Hold on. By how much? Let's see. And we'll tell you exactly. 120 pips from where we first called it, if I'm not mistaken. So you can choose to hold this. You can choose whatever your decision is totally up to you. But just know that Brexit has a lot going on. So be super mindful of that. We don't have any control of that, nor will we have a lot of warning in terms of that. So potentially you would be on the right side. But either way, just make sure you're locking in your profit. And again, this would have knocked you up 1 to 2 different levels on that compounding street. So totally up to you. And since my guy Chris just messaged and said, hey, he thinks this is public, man, YouTube's got jokes 24/7, all the time. So this is a different, let me move this over so you guys can see the actual price. There we go. I actually have it on my VPS today. Hopefully, there we go. This is the 4-hour chart on CADCHF. I'll go to our triple arrow system. You guys know that we have triple arrows, obviously, but we also have a triple top, which is kind of powerful. So let's assume that this is not a complete reversal. And let's go off the assumption that we are wrong, not right. The whole potential is, can we still get our safe 50 pips out of it? If in the event we are wrong and not right, yeah, I think we can definitely get our 50 pips out of it, because if it comes back to any of these previous support levels, I will show you anywhere in here. Okay, we've still got our 50 pips. So triple top forming, I will zoom back out now. Let's see. So we have our 8 and 18 cross, which of course you guys know I love. We kind of rejected off the 50, but we also made a huge wick to the upside. We're definitely not going to continue pushing up. Granted, there was some oil news and some other factors that really affect CAD pairs, but we're looking for this to continue to drop. By how much, we don't know, but I see a safe, a potential of quite a few pips. I'll show you what the potential I would have on it. Let's see. Hey, lover boy. I usually don't do this at this time in the morning, so I'm looking for, yes, sweetheart.
I want something.
I want something.
You finish this and hello.
Okay. I'll be right there, sweetheart. So anywhere from about 150 pips, sorry. He was finishing up getting ready, so I figured I could squeeze in 10 minutes. But again, if this only retraces 68%, so 61.8%, we would still end up getting approximately 150 pips out of this trade. So for those of you who this is live, then you guys can kind of see what we're doing over there in the six-figure group. And I will definitely make this private after this. But either way, that's what I'm looking at. As you guys can see, we have that perfect rejection. That's one of the reasons why I want to take this trade. On the 4 hour, let me wait for it to scroll back over. We kind of peaked this Pac-Man looking like thing. That's exactly what I want to see. That shows me where the momentum is going. And that's great for me. So I'm looking for stuff like this because we don't always catch the cross, but we can catch the rejection. So this would be the rejection we're catching right now. And if we go to the smaller time frame, I'm just trying to find you guys stuff that's relevant for now and not super aggressive. We, again, are making lower lows. So we're officially breaking lows and we are doing everything we're supposed to do, where our crossover is happening on our ADX. We're below the zero line. We definitely have our profit filter. And of course, everything else is just lining up. So that's what we're seeing on this pair. I hope that helps. No major news as far as I can, let me double check. Yep, no major news coming and it looks pretty good. So I will go over here. Daniel Johnson, yes, you can. But honestly, most people who have traded for a long time, the truth is you're better off not scalping. So like you can message me on Telegram, but people make a lot of money in scalping, but most people give it back. And everybody wants to be a scalper. But the reality is if you take a couple of trades a week, and that's what we're doing in this private group, is we're taking a few trades every single week. And they're not going to be perfect. They're definitely going to be some bad weeks. That's just the reality. But a few trades every week and then no stress. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to babysit your charts. You know exactly what you're doing. You have the proper things set in place, via your VPS, and it's way easy. So if you were doing something like that, that would be the best move, just so you know. All right, guys. Well, good morning. Happy Thursday. And I will see you guys in class like in maybe 45 minutes to an hour. What? That would be 9, probably about an hour. So good morning and happy Thursday.